I like this. Okay. Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is DKL, and today I'm wearing my glasses for one thing. I don't like wearing glasses, but I thought, you know, today I'd be responsible and put them on. Anyway, this is a new Doki mod called Fallen Angel. Okay, music. Pardon me. There's a bit of sandwich stuck in my throat. Ah! This is a Doki mod called Fallen Angel. And, it's based on YURI. I get flashbacks to what happened with her at the end of Act 2. I won't spoil it, but this game might, so go and watch that before you watch this, and then come back and watch this, okay? Cool. Without further ado, let's get started. Oh, you know who we are. No. You know who we are. Super booper, yeah! Oh god, we're starting off with that. I need another drink. Super booper! Super booper! Super booper, wake up! I shake myself awake. Huh? Upon opening my eyes, the image of Sayori fills my view. Does it? I don't see her. This Sayori-filled view is lacking a Sayori. There she is. Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Well, you promised this morning you would set out some clubs, so I thought... Moxie's barking. I thought maybe... What are you getting at, Sayori? Well, you could come to my club. Like I said, I have no interest in literature. Sayori? Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Ooh, meanie. Yeah, I'm going home. But you promised. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would be bringing in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. Like how you promised me you'll look at clubs? I shot myself in the foot there, didn't I? I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! Sayori grabs my wrist and yanks me out of my chair. Ooh, friendships made, friendships broken. Oh no. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, throws the classroom door. Okay. Is it really necessary to use so much force when you could have just gently opened the door?
Everyone, your new member's here!
What did I say about calling me a new member? I glanced around the room. Ooh. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. And now you're here. I've been really looking forward to finally seeing you. Wait, why did I say that out loud? My god. Who is this? This angel? She's absolutely stunning. I've never seen her around school before. I would have remembered if my eyes ever made contact with the likes of her. The way her lavender eyes pierce mine, her long purple hair which frames her face, her mature physique that any girl wished she had. Why do I feel so hot all of a sudden? Ah. I made the mistake of leaving my phone on the desk. Amateur! My face is burning, my palms are sweaty. Does the school turn off the AC after hours or something?
Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Ah, Super Booper, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club has an incredibly cute girl. Singling her out, okay.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I do not recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a thirstier? A first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. Pardon that. Sayori steps closer and leans into my ear.
Can you believe that she's the same age as Can you believe that she's the same age as Super Booper?
I turn to Sayori with a dumbfounded expression on my face.
Don't let her size fool you. Natsuki can hold her own. You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori steps away and turns back towards the other girls.
Anyway, Miss Natsuki, always full of energy. And Miss Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I say this to both of them, however my eyes never stray off of Yuri.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
That's right. Monica smiles sweetly. That smile. That dang smile. Yeah, we had a class last year together, I believe. Monica and I were in the same chemistry class last year. I would joke with my friends about how me and her had chemistry together, implying more of a romantic connection. In reality, we only had one interaction with each other. That was when I had sneezed and she said bless you, to which I accidentally responded with you too. Oh. Press F to pay respects. That's right. It's great to see you again, Super Booper. You too, Monica. Smooth.
Come sit down, Super Booper. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little excited.
Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Monica and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly trots back to the table, tray in hand. What?
Okay, are you ready? Oof!
What happened? Natsuki trips and falls to the ground, tray in hand. Oh my god, are you okay? I rush out of my seat to help her.
Don't touch me!
Natsuki gets up onto her feet without my assistance. She quickly pats herself off.
The cupcakes!
A tray of cupcakes spilled over. On the floor, I see a dozen chocolate cupcakes with colored frosting ranging from pinks and whites. Each one is decorated to look like little cats with chocolate chips to make the nose and ears. I'm sorry. Natsuki looks really sad that she dropped her cupcakes. Sayori seems pretty sad too. Hey, it's alright. I forgot to move this down. I am so sorry. I am unprofessional. Hi! Look, not all of them fell out. I pick up the tray. Although a decent number of cupcakes hit the floor, there's still a few that stayed relatively safe in the tray. We can still eat these, right? Right.
Yay, we still get cupcakes!
Every time I see cupcakes, I'm gonna go into Sayori's voice. It's gonna happen. I can promise you that. It will happen. Natsuki, why don't you get a broom and clean these up? Alright. Natsuki goes to the closet and we continue where we had left off. Sayori leans into my ear.
Hey, Super Blooper!
Yeah?
You did good there.
Well, everyone just seemed disappointed.
That's just like you.
What do you mean?
Alright, let's eat these cupcakes!
Okay then. Sayori ignores my question. She immediately grabs one, followed by Monica, then me. Natsuki also returns, broom in hand.
It's delicious!
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Ah, classic Sayori. I turn the cupcake around my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. After she finishes sweeping the mess, Natsuki returns to the table. She's quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I shove the entire cupcake into my mouth like a vacuum. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I made them for you or anything. Huh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. Not for, you know, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the center of the table. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess? Don't let yourself get too intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. I gotta drink more of what, I don't know, called liquid lightning. Just Mountain Dew voltage. Hashtag not sponsored. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know... I understand. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I do at least enjoy a cup of tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I almost choke on my tea. I was fearful of this question. I can't tell Monica I was bribed with cupcakes and then practically dragged here by Sayori. Sayori bribed me with cupcakes and then dragged me here. Monica shoots a glance at Sayori, then back at me. She then smiles warmingly at me. That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. So, Super Booper, what kinds of things do you read? Well, yet another question I was not ready to answer. Considering I've read little to nothing in the past years, I don't really have a good way of answering. Yuri seems like an avid reader, so I need to give an answer that would seem impressive. Think, Super Booper, think. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Did you say manga? Yeah? Why? No reason. Alright. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? These headphones with my glasses is not working out, but like, I don't care. I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of psychological horror lately. I read a horror book once. Technically, I watched a movie based off a book, but they're the same thing. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Trying to show off much? What was that, Monica? Oh, I was just saying that's unexpected, Yuri, for someone of such gentle nature as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to know the world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Well, what? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Give that back. Fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. You're poking the bear.
I'm not cute!
Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Wanna bet? I understand how Natsuki feels. I wish I understood how you feel, Yuri. Half of you is me. Half of your head is me. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your mind. I could listen to Yuri talk about writing all day. My thoughts are interrupted by Monica. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you share Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri.
I want to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in awkward silence for a moment. That's enough. That's enough of awkward silence. Okay, everyone. I have an idea. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even.
What?
Okay.
Yeah! Let's do it!
Crackhead energy. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Super Booper? What is this, an interrogation? Why do these girls keep asking me difficult questions? Hold on. There's still one small problem. Huh? What's that? I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to just stop by, but I haven't made a definitive decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, my train of thought has been derailed. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought.
Super Booper?
You all, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is a price I need to pay in order to spend time every day with Yuri, right. Okay, I've decided then. I will join the literature club! Super Booper has joined the party. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes, I'm so happy!
Sayori wraps her arms around me in a vice-like grip, jumping up and down. I don't want to know what that's like. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super ticked.
Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Super Booper, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. You too, Monica. Once again, I failed to form a proper sentence in front of Monica. I already feel anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Super Booper, since they're already here, do you want to walk home together?
Well, that's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure. Might as well.
Yay!
With that, the two of us depart the clubroom and make our way home. The whole way, my mind can't stop focusing on one of the girls. Yuri. Maybe I'm crazy, but I definitely felt a connection between us. I'd really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I can take this opportunity to grow closer to her. Alright. I'll just have to play my cards right, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Perhaps if I write a good poem, I can gain the attention of a specific girl. Yuri said she liked horror, right? Well, let's see what I can conjure from that. take a seat at my desk. Well, I'm already there. Poems. Poems, 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 poems. I continue to repeat the word over and over in my head as if that'll give me inspiration. I don't know what to write. I'm not feeling particularly inspired. Maybe if I just write 20 random words down. No, that'll never work. I get up from my chair. I'm not gonna do that. Ugh! What do I do? I'm a new member. I have to show I'm good enough to be part of the club. More so, I want to impress. I can't afford to embarrass myself. I already did when I told Yuri that I only read manga. Aha! I should check out the bookstore. Maybe if I study up on poetry, I can impress the girls. I grab my notebook and head out. Alright, let's see. I begin running my fingers along various books. Start to pick out random books off the shelf. Unwind? No. It? No. The Lightning Thief? What am I, 13? There has to be some decent books here somewhere. I pull another off the shelf. Doki Doki Outcast. No. The guy walks beside me. Is that Outcast? He picks it up. This is a great story. I'm sure it is. Okay, I've already reacted to it, so I might as well just spill. I have Outcast downloaded. I do have that mod installed. I'm not gonna play it yet. I am going to play it, so don't you worry about that, but just not yet. I'm going to play that with a friend. I hinted at this yesterday. I hinted at it yesterday. I walked to the next aisle. Ugh, this is useless. What's useless? I'm guessing this is Yuri. What's useless? Ah! Oh, it's Monica. I thought it was gonna be Yuri. I quickly jerk my body to face the random voice. Oh, it's you, Monica. Did I scare you? Me? Scared? Nah. I nearly peed my pants, but overall I'm good. What are you doing here? I'm looking for some books on Chopin. Who? Frederick Chopin? He's a virtuoso and pianist back in the early 1800s. Monica's eyes seem to light up whenever she talks about old dead guys. Are you into piano, Monica? Not exactly. I'm only beginning to learn. Piano? Really? A girl of your talents? Well, that's great, Monica. Now it's my turn. What are you doing here, Super Booper? What am I doing here? I would never go to a bookstore of my own volition. Well, since I'm now part of a literature club, I wanted to get more well-versed in the material. You have anything in mind? Not really, I've just been looking. In the horror section? Huh? I look up and see this aisle is marked horror. Did you happen to get inspired by a certain someone from the club? You're fun to tease, Super Booper. My face turns beet red. My eyes subconsciously begin to move away. I spot a purple figure near the checkout. Hey, Monica? Isn't that Yuri over there? Huh? Monica turns around and sees Yuri checking out a handful of books. What a coincidence! How 3 club members all went to the bookstore by themselves at the same time. This sounds very not coincidence. Right, Monica? Monica seems to be fixated on Yuri. Monica? Sorry about that, Super Booper. I just got a bit distracted. Super Booper, do you mind if I ask you a question? Go ahead. What do you think of the club members? Monica seemed really serious when she asked that. Well, as you know, Sayori and I are best friends. Natsuki seems alright for the most part. And Yuri? What about Yuri? At the club, you seemed really entranced by her. Did I? You did. Are you sure? Yuri's a good asset to the club, but she's very timid around new people. I'd be very upset if she left because she felt uncomfortable in the club. Monica, I would never do that. Good. Just keep your distance from Yuri, okay? Are you sure that's the right thing to do? I don't want to isolate her. Everything will be better that way. Monica's acting really weird. Why would I purposely avoid Yuri? Well, I have to go now. Bye, Super Booper. Monica skips off. Looks like Yuri's already finished checking out her books, left too. Why would I make Yuri uncomfortable? Everything's better that way. Something about the way Monica said that made me feel uncomfortable. Maybe I'm just overthinking things. I ended up not buying any books. Instead, I just began to walk home. I still have a poem to write. Yay, I don't have to write the poem, actually. And I have a pen, because I want a prop. Hi again, Super Booper. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little out of my comfort zone, but I'm a man of my word. Well, I'm back in the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Super Booper. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. You even said yourself, Sayori had to practically drag you here. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. I didn't see her threatening someone with a pen. Excuse me, Natsuki, but I was still talking before you interrupted. Hey, I'm looking out for us. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki turns around and marches towards the closet.
Don't worry, guys! Super Booper always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. You almost burned your house down once.
Is that so?
She did? Did she ever tell you that story?
Super Booper, wait!
Sayori was having a party at her house. I'm freaking out, the dog's having a seizure, and I still got half a pie left.
Stop it! It's embarrassing.
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
Oh, come, you Super Booper can become good friends too.
Sayori. As per usual, Sayori is completely oblivious to even the most basic of social clues.
Oh, you're even bought you something today, you know?
Wait, Sayori. Eh? Me? Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
Sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking.
Yes, it's my cue to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. Would the dog be quiet? That'd be great. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. It's a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. I see what you did there. That's a reference to the Phantom Menace. A surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal out of it if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I will definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Pardon. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I'd feel bad for distracting her from reading. Pardon. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. Looks like it's the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Uh-oh. I think she noticed me staring at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. I'm gonna turn up the music a little bit. That's good. Now it's a nice blend between the music and my dumb voice. Dumb voices. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her face... Let me start over. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry. I just wanted to know a bit more about the book is all. Oh, I'm glad you're interested in it. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about? Well... Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Infinite Isolation. Wow, I know about that! The cover shows a shadowy figure sitting in what appears to be a jail cell. Ooh. Through the barred window of the cell wall is a single cherry blossom. Alright. Just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about a woman and her husband who are imprisoned in a human experimentation camp. They plan to escape the camp, but unfortunately their plans are discovered. As punishment, the wife is forced to watch them hang her husband from a tree and then spend the rest of her days in solitary confinement. This is relatable? What kind of life do you lead? The rest of the story is about her dive into total insanity after the traumatic events. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was gonna be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Super Booper? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals and their own philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost any interest in it at all. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So, I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It is a literature club, after all. That's true. Yuri seems to relax a bit now. In fact, I might as well get started reading it. Right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just grab the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading with company, in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. Not particularly a bad thing. Maybe a little Rip pen. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really do apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yay! I love this! I've now gotten used to my seat actually leaning back when I lean back, so like... I don't get scared every time it happens anymore. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. I'm gonna do this because the headset is hurting my ears. It happens all the time and I don't like it.
According to my calculations.
That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before! It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel her warmth, the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. I try to focus on reading. Whoa. Whoa! Okay. I'm sorry, but like this is really cool. I'm moving over here. Look at this, guys. We're reading the book. This is cool. I'm gonna make myself a little bit bigger too. There we go. Alright, there was some live editing there done. Lena, wake up. Okay, you guys can't see it, and I have no way of saving right now, so you're just gonna have to trust me. Yeah, I'll full screen myself. Hi, guys. I'm sorry this happens every single time I need to play with something. Lena, wake up. I slowly open my eyes. The sunlight is blinding until a figure appears over me. He speaks to me in a deep voice. Wake that freak up, Lena. It didn't say freak, by the way. We got a camp to burn. My vision clears and I see who's performing. It's my husband, Keanu Reeves. I groggily sit myself up. Keanu grabs my arm and helps me. Come on, we'll talk after you get something in your stomach. Alright, now I can save. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, guys, we're back. I fixed the issue. Hopefully something didn't screw up the audio. Nope, we're good. We are good. We are good. We are good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. My eyes glide along the pages. The words aren't difficult to understand, but it's been a long time since I've read a book. Are you ready? Huh? Suddenly Yuri's eyes fall on me. Turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face and our eyes meet. I couldn't keep up with Yuri, even in normal conditions. In our current position, I'm having an even harder time focusing. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. I hope Yuri doesn't think I'm illiterate or something. Nevertheless, I continue to read. So, remind me what the plan is, I ask. Not here. There are too many ears around. I look around the courtyard. Keanu and I have been trapped in this POW camp for months now. I'm sick of it. We want to escape, but I'm nervous. The stakes are high, and if we get caught, who knows what could happen. Regardless, waiting for help isn't going to work. We'll rot here before the war ever comes to an end. I look around at the other prisoners around me. It's like a zombie movie. Everyone is so lifeless. I suppose this is what happens when humans lose their humanity. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence, even though turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri! This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but you're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. You remain silent for a moment. But, Super Booper, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Oh, it's so embarrassing that you think that... Wait! Fantastic. 10 minutes and I've already managed to ruin my chances at love. I feel you. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry. I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that I find it kind of cute. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Master of Love, Super Booper. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone! Gosh, darn it, was there anything other than I? No. And it was Yuri, so I used the wrong voice. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's fine. It might have been my imagination, but the way Monica was giving me But it seemed Monica was giving me a dirty look before turning away. Alright, I just wanted to find my nose. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. I'll go ahead and finish the first few chapters, that way we can read together when the story picks up. That sounds like a good idea. Alright, I stand up and make a mental note of where I left off in the book. Then I slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My stomach ties itself into a knot. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait!
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I share my poem with first, guys? Wow, this is a tough one. I guess we'll go with Yuri. Yuri's probably most experienced, so I can trust she'll give honest feedback. Also, she's the girl I'm trying to impress anyway, so it only makes sense to talk to her first. I walk up to Yuri. I guess this is when we show poems, huh? I guess so. The gentleman in me would say ladies first, but Yuri seems nervous about this. Not too comfortable sharing, I presume? It's just that I've never done this before. Alright, it's fine. How about I show you my poem first, then? Really? Of course. Yuri sighs in relief. Thank you. I wave my hand dismissively. Don't mention it. Just don't make fun of my handwriting. What do you mean? A lot of people give me crap because my handwriting is very childish. Super Booper, I would never do such a thing. I hope that's not how you really see me. Huh? No, that's not it at all. I don't see you as the type of person who makes such a big deal out of something so minuscule. Forget I said anything. Sigh. Very well. Anyways, here's my poem. Hand Yuri my poem. The silence of the night. I lay, eyes closing, drifting out of consciousness. My thoughts faster and plague my mind. My imagination plays tricks on me as the deafening silence pounds my eardrums. The fragile silence is broken by the sound of a voice. The sweet, sweet voice of a woman bidding me good night. I breathe in and out as my eyes close again. I lay in the cage of my blankets. I feel as if I'm in a dream. I can feel the aura of another person next to me. I'm captivated by the voice at my door bidding me good night until I realize I live alone. My heartbeat is unstable as as my eyes explode open. The deafening silence returns. My eyes slowly drift out of consciousness again. Dang, okay. No, there's no scroll? Okay. It's not bad handwriting, dude. Come on. Oh. Clicked on the wrong thing. Well, at least I didn't screw anything up. Okay. Phenomenal. Oh, what was that? Super Boomer, this poem is fascinating. The dark tone and eerie ambience you've created is very unsettling. Not in a bad way, though. Did I raise my voice? I'm sorry. Dang it, I was actually getting somewhere. Alright, Super Booper, fix this. Hey, it's alright, I didn't even notice. Please continue. You seem really interested in my poem. Please continue complimenting me. Yes, like I was saying, it's a very dark and chilling piece that really evokes emotion. Question for you, Super Booper. How much experience do you have with writing? Your use of metaphors and the way you pull the reader into your poem is fascinating. Really? Thanks, Yuri. It means a lot coming from you. To be honest, this is actually my first time writing poetry. Pardon? The second day in a row of recording. Siri's like, yes? Your name's not Yuri. Learn your name. I knew that. I could tell by... Yuri traces her finger along my poem, dissecting it down further. She's dissecting my poem. You. Yes, here's how I was able to tell. A common mistake in new writers is that they try to make their writing too deliberate. They usually try to focus on one or two different topics or styles and try to form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the writing and meaning of the piece are weakened. Once Yuri gets her thoughts together, she appears to be a whole different person. Of course, it's not something you can be blamed for. That's good advice, Yuri. I'll definitely consider that next time. I'm sure you'll improve nicely. Metaphors can go a long way in writing. I have an example of that, if you would like to read it. Of course. Yuri smiles at this, as if this is a rare opportunity for her. I think that in itself is funny. I mean, isn't this a literature club after all? Yuri hands me her poem. Ghost Under the Light. Oh, it's the same poem, okay. The tendrils of my hair. You guys know the poem. I'm not going to read this again. You guys can pause the video here if you want to read it. Cool, okay. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read it. I probably shouldn't tell Yuri that I never learned how to read cursive. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is very pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it was short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. Size shouldn't matter, right? Stop quoting things! Right? I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something that's easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, this story isn't about a ghost at all, Super Booper. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you only did glance over it after all. Not a liquid lightning. Ah! for me. I threw it into the trash can. Apparently there was still some in there. It's all over me. Oh, it's on my shirt too. Okay, well at least you guys can't see that. I missed. Oh, but remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. I'm trying to make my hair look nice. It's not working. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. Did I just... I did. I am such an idiot. Well, that's good enough. Don't worry about it. Just I broke the keyboard. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's really impressive. It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all of this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Super Booper. Me too. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Alright, I'm gonna leave this episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe would be pretty nice. With that said, I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!